Hi, my name is Kristen and my practice is well balanced. Lately, I've been really drawn to Dolores Cannon on YouTube. And if you don't know anything about her, she's passed now, but she was a hypnotherapist who did past life regressions. And over 50 years of these life regressions, she had written over 18 books. And the books that she wrote were on so many subjects that she came to this conclusion from thousands and thousands and thousands of clients that she actually had done past life regressions on, and their stories were consistent, and their stories had this base of similarity, even though the people didn't know each other. They were from different walks of life. And so she started to compile all this information. And one of the things that really resonated with me, because in a way I feel like I'm an observer, and she always talks about herself as a reporter, reporting what she sees. And I feel like through my practice, I am seeing the same thing too through people, that our energy and our past wounds get stuck in our body, and it causes physical and emotional illnesses that people are quite often not aware of. And usually they tie into something from our childhood or some sort of trauma that we have had, and we just carry it with us tucked away in our cells. So for me, that's the detective that I have noticed. I'm watching all of us are carrying past trauma in our lives that are coloring our heart and are coloring our choices in life and are actually presenting themselves. These traumas are presenting ourselves in our lives over and over again. So that's one part that I felt like I resonated with her a lot. The other part that was super interesting is she says that she calls it the subconscious, but she calls it them, the healers. And she didn't know what to call it, but she calls it the subconscious. That when she goes and she takes these people into these past life regressions, their subconscious talks. And there's almost like a hierarchy of elders, if that makes sense, or angels, or whatever, however you want to see it. God, Jesus, the angels, everyone is coming in once she gets the people in a trance and doing the healing, spontaneous healing of physical, emotional, and spiritual traumas. I am observing the same thing. And quite often it's kind of funny because my husband, I tell him, I'm like, well, they did this today. And he goes, Kristen, who's they? And I go, the angels, the guides, God, Jesus, everybody, the healing. They are healing people. And it's off the charts healing. And it's nothing I'm doing. And that's another part where I really resonate with Dolores. She's like, how could I do this? And I say that all the time. It's like, I could not do that. But they are coming through because I am allowing and asking and becoming a vessel for the divine to come through and do the healing. And so in my practice, I have seen dark entities leave people. I have seen split personalities come to healing. I have seen someone who's paralyzed and been in the hospital for a month and a half walk after a 90-minute session. I have seen back pain throughout someone's entire life disappear in one session because they presented and showed some past traumas that had happened where the person didn't even remember. And it goes on and on. I've had my hands on people, and I've seen that they've been raped or molested or abused, or they were pregnant when they're 14, and it goes on and on and on. The healing that happens when we step out of our linear brain. And the other part that I really resonate with her is when she puts people under a trance. For her, that's what she does. For me, it's more they set their intentions for what they want healing. And when we do Reiki, I do a guided meditation that gets them in the gamma state. But for Dolores Cannon, she actually does she did a series of regressions, and she told them, just follow my words. Don't get into your thinking mind. Just follow my words and listen to the story and allow your mind to almost shut down and relax, because that is when God and the angels can come in and do the healing. Same thing when I'm working with someone. If it's a real casual case and someone just has pain in their body, I never go without saying, set the intention in your heart quietly for what you want healing, because that's their subconscious talking to God and saying, this is what I want, and this is what I want for healing. And it always matches what they ask for, always. But when I am doing Reiki and I lead them in the gamma state where they are breathing that heart coherence of love and compassion and joy, and then I take them up through the white tunnel of love and light and truth, and we go through the blue door and we go into the angelic music. And as I am walking them, progressing them to the light where they get the healing, more and more I am saying we are letting go of the world, and we come into this beautiful place, and you're going to notice the flowers, and you're going to feel the grass under your feet, and you're going to see the sun and the mountains and the trees, and you're going to feel the wind blowing, and you're going to feel love, and you're going to dive into the water, and we're going to come up onto the other shore where your angels and guides and past loved ones are here for your highest good. And no fail, every time I get people to that place where they come up onto the shore, where your angels and guides and past loved ones are here for your highest good, they are seeing the very thing that I'm seeing. We are seeing these light beings, and a lot of times it is past loved ones, and I know who they are, right? I'm like, your brother was there, your mother was there, your grandma was there, and then your angels and guides. And then I say, and now your angels and guides are going to take you up this beautiful stairwell into the light, into God's holy light, where you are going to be wrapped with his light and love and truth and goodness, and you are going to receive healing. All you have to do is open up your heart and your mind and allow the healing. Stay relaxed, stay in your breath, stay in the here and now. And I always talk to everybody who goes through Reiki, I put them through that, and no fail, they check out, they relax, they go into some sort of altered state of relaxation, and God comes in and does the healing. And it is the coolest thing to watch and observe. And I feel honored, but it really isn't anything I'm doing. And I know all of you can do the same thing. But when we step out of that linear brain, I talk about it all the time on my channel, and you step into the wonder and mystery of life, and you allow in the silence and the stillness and in the breath and the here and the now for God to come in and do the healing, get ready, because there is no limit to what God can do. The one thing that is a little tricky is not everybody who walks into my office is going to get a miraculous, complete healing. And you think, well, why not? Because if it's not for their highest good, and if it's for their highest good to walk through this trial or to walk through this darkness or whatever it is they're going through, then they're going to get the healing they need in order for their soul's growth. So what we never want to do is write a story of how God is going to heal. We accept and allow for him to come down and do the healing, for them to come down and do the healing, and we will get exactly what we need for our soul's growth. You see, this is an earth school. We're here to learn how to grow. And if we're always trying to skate away from uncomfortable situations, then we really aren't challenging ourselves. We're really not growing our roots deep, and we're not lifting our hands to the heavens. And when we wrestle with things and when we go into fear, it is a perfect opportunity to manipulate that energy again and to change how we think about something in order to change the whole situation. And we are powerful beings. We are from God. God is in us. God is in all of us. We are all connected. And so the more that we step into our divine self, and the more we step away from fear and allow God to come in and transform, will we truly grow our soul. And that's what this is all about here. And what a beautiful journey. I'm honored to be a part of it for a lot of people. I walk through it daily for myself. I wrestle with the daily struggles of this world, just like everybody else does. But I'm thankful that I have tools, and that is why I feel so passionate about having my YouTube channel, because if we can all rise up into a 5D world, which I call a world of heaven, a world of love, where we see things from a higher perspective, where there's really no right or wrong, but there really is only our soul's growth, do we truly, truly walk into joy, and we walk in the wonder and mystery of life. So thank you, and have a great day.